exciting little project that I've got going on here. It's going to be my new little project, just to help me create a space where I can dive a little bit deeper into my yoga journey. So I remember walking into my first yoga class, and I felt so nervous because I was obviously, when you haven't done anything for the first time before, you're just like already like feeling so anxious about it. And I remember going into my first yoga class, and then like people were just lying there, like they looked like they were basically sleeping, and I was like, oh yeah, I could do this. Little did I know, 15 minutes later, like people were doing like handstands and doing these crazy back bends, and I was like, what the hell? But yeah, like even though obviously I'd gone to the wrong class, this was not a beginner's class, it was an open class for all ranges of people. So anyways, but regardless of that, I had continued going back really because of the mental changes that I had been like noticing within myself. I just felt so much more like clear in my mind leaving. I felt less stressed. I remember when I first actually started doing yoga, it was really because I had been working so many years doing hospitality jobs, working in RSLs, working behind the bar, doing cafe work, and I was just constantly on my feet like all day. And I really started getting bad back pain, and then I started getting really bad hip pain. Went to see like a physio who was a friend of my brother's, and he ended up just really being like, you know, you got to really be mindful of how you move in your body. You got to stretch. I'd really recommend you going into some low intensity exercises like swimming or yoga. And then that was really where my journey of yoga started. So it actually didn't start as some like great, beautiful, like amazing journey to yoga. Really, it was actually through like injury and having really bad back pain. Genuinely felt just so much better after leaving each class. And I was still pretty much experiencing like a little bit of pain still in my back and my hips and everything. But I really just kept going back to the classes more for like the mental side of things. And then obviously because I had continued going for over such a long period of time, over a couple of months, I was probably going like amped it up, like I was going 2 to 3 times a week. And then I started noticing like the changes that it had actually been doing within my body and helping me really relieve some back pain and also the pain in my hips. And the biggest time that I noticed that yoga was actually making a big difference for me in that way was because I had stopped going to yoga. Like for probably about 4 to 5 months I wasn't going to yoga because I was like, oh, you know, you just sort of like get into this like little rut where you're like, oh, I'll go next week, oh, I'll go like tomorrow, and then you just never end up going. I made a pact to myself last year that I wanted to start going religiously to my yoga classes, and so yeah, I was going basically like for 4 months straight, was going 2 to 3 times a week, and it was just such a big change physically but even just mentally, that yeah, one day I just decided, I'm like, how cool would it be to actually just do this like every day? And so ended up booking in to do my yoga teacher training, and did that last year in November. So I ended up doing my yoga training last year in October, and then so that was 4 weeks of training. I did it at Body Mind Life over in Surrey Hills, and it was honestly like life changing. Like, it sounds so weird to be like yoga changed my life, but it literally like had such an impact, rippling into every other part of my life and relationships, that I was like, yeah, like this is so what I want to do. Why did I want to do this channel? I've actually wanted to do this YouTube channel for probably since I started my yoga teacher training. And it was really more just for me wanting to like document my journey and see for myself, like look back on like my progress and everything throughout it. But then just like a little part of me was like, oh, like how awkward, how embarrassing, like who would want to watch it, who even cares? And then finally, like a couple of weeks ago, I was like, oh, stuff it, like I'm just going to do it. So the purpose of me creating my little channel here was to create a space so I could create all of my little yoga videos and upload them on here, so then you guys can maybe try them doing it at home or even while you're traveling. I also just wanted to have my own little like project, so then I can even just look back on my videos and see my own progress throughout my journey too. And the biggest driver for this as well was really just to create a space that's giving out positive energy for you guys. And yeah, that's me, guys. Thanks so much for coming and watching my video here. If you've made it all the way here to the end, thank you. And if you'd like to watch and like follow along on my journey, definitely subscribe to my channel here, and I'll also be on Instagram, so I'll pop a little link down here so you can find me and follow me there. I'm going to be posting up my next video, which will actually be a beautiful, nice little morning routine that you guys will be able to practice at home, and it'll feel like we're just practicing it together. So thanks guys, I'll see you on my next video. Okay, PS, I'm back. So I also just wanted to go into just like a little thing of the name. So Coconut Yogi. So pretty much when I went into doing all of my yoga classes, I've never like seen another Islander person in there, let alone like an Islander actually teaching the class. So I myself am from Tonga, and I even went onto YouTube before I even thought of doing these videos and typed in Tongan Yogi, and there's literally not one person. And I was actually like mind blown. I'm like, yeah, like it's gonna be me. So next time, guys, that you'll be typing in Tongan Yogi, I'll be popping up there hopefully with a couple of subscribers. So yeah, like I actually really thought that it was so cool. So yeah, like if there's anyone out there and you're thinking like, oh, I really want to like try this, or I really want to go into this, or I really want to take this path, but I don't know like where to go, and I haven't seen anyone who's like me who's done it, literally like just do it. There's always going to be like a person who's the first to do anything, and why can't it be you? So that's my little positive spiel there for you guys, and I'll see you in my next yoga vid. By Billabong, surfer girl type of girl I like to fill up on in the water. Really wanna rock a boat like a hurricane in a perfect storm.